Hello and welcome all my Pisces people to my YouTube channel for your November 2016 Tarotscope reading with me, Lara, or you can just call me Lara for short. The other one works. Anyways, welcome back Pisces. How did you make out with that new black moon? Oh my god. Energy was so crazy and intense. I had to kind of shrink away into a hole for a while, and I had to tell people like I need a day or two before I go back to doing appointments for readings. And then once it passed, I was like bam, I was on fire. The energy just bursted within. So heads up, November 18th, there will be another super moon. So the energy right now is crazy, and we just hit another wave of ascension energy. So things are going to get crazy, and you can expect to have trouble sleeping or have crazy lucid nightmare dreams, which it's for me, it's either I'm not sleeping for weeks on end or I'm having like crazy dreams. Last night, crazy dreams. But November 18th, there's a lot of celestial movements going on top of this ascension wave, so be prepared. And the best advice I can give you is, if you're feeling tired or fatigued, rest. Drink lots of fluids, try to eat as clean as possible, and just honor your needs. If you feel like you need to get up and go for a run, get up and go for a run. But if you feel like you need to sleep, sleep. Trust me. I'm over that phase of making myself feel bad for resting. If I'm tired, I am going to lay down. So, enough about that. This month, I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite deck, the traditional deck. Moving forward with my videos, I think I'm going to just continue to use these, because my goal in my videos is not only to bring you guys messages, but to kind of teach you little things about the cards, so that if you should choose to purchase your own tarot deck, you'll be able to learn how to use these for yourself. There's nothing wrong with tarot decks or crystals or anything like that. These are just simply vessels for energy, and they help you to interpret them. So I'm going to be using Rider-Waite. And for your added guidance, I am pulling from the Vintage Wisdom Oracle deck. I love this deck for the obvious reasons. Anybody that knows me knows I love vintage stuff, things from different decades, and I love the meanings of it. So we're going to be using this for this month. Now, Pisces, while channeling and drawing cards and whatnot, Spirit had said to me, your biggest challenge for November, and they're saying to me for November and December, for Pisces people, it's going to be a very big issue revolving around trust, not just of yourself, but of others. You have to give people the benefit of a doubt. You also have to trust how you feel, and how you feel to be true. It's not something that's going to pass by, okay? Trust how you feel. Trust that every single thing that happens in your life happens for a reason. Trust the people around you, because somebody's going to have 3 new people enter their life. Trust them. So trust is the biggest thing for you for November and December, Pisces. All that other stuff literally just came to me now. So if you're listening, please remember that. If a situation occurs between now and December, remember these hands saying trust, trust. All right, let's get to your reading, Pisces. The first card I pulled for you is the Ten of Cups. I love this card for obvious reasons. It's a very happy looking card, but the Nine of Cups in the tarot deck symbolizes a wish, a heartfelt wish, something from the depths of your soul that you crave and you desire coming up to be expressed. So for women who would love to have a baby with their partner, or for somebody who's trying to conceive, that wish would be, I wish to have a baby. For some, they may want a dream job. That's their heart making that wish and putting it out into the universe. This is the response to that card from the universe. This is where the wish is fulfilled. See the happy couple with the children and the 10 cups and the rainbow. This is all about wish fulfillment, new happy beginnings, inner peace and happiness. I also want to point out too is that I wrote this while I was channeling the energy of this card. I wrote it down on my book, and I had never actually pulled that out before, but nine, this comes after, like I said, it comes after the Nine of Cups. Nine is a very karmic number. I know that because that is like my number. Everybody has a number. I'm not talking about numerology because in numerology, I'm a one. However, my whole life, I have always used the number nine for everything. Literally for everything. Like if you have to say pick a number, for me, it'll always be nine. I am drawn to the number nine because I had come here in this lifetime to fulfill my karmic debt and to end the cycle of my karma. So, nine to me is a very karmic number. It means the ending of a cycle. So, like I said, this card follows the nine, and the nine is endings. And then this is new beginnings. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I thought that that was so interesting that I pulled that out today. End of cycle, new happy beginnings, just general happiness in all areas of your life, Pisces. So I know that you guys have pulled this in a few other videos. So if you have not seen the results of this card yet, don't get discouraged. This is just reminding you, hey, hold your faith. It's coming. This is coming for you. Just hold faith, okay? Trust. There we go. There's that word again, trust. Can't make that up. Okay, so the next card, and I know it looks scary. Don't freak. I got you. It's the Three of Swords reversed. Now, this is a pretty trippy card. You know, you look at it, it's all stormy. There's a heart with three swords. It looks painful, right? Well, in the upright position, this card symbolizes heartbreak, loss, grief, revolving around obviously the heart chakra, matters of the heart. So if you lost a loved one in death, or if you had a bad breakup, or if you've had very specific happenings in your life that just deeply affected your heart chakra or your heart and had followed you through life, that would be this card. However, don't freak out. Like I said, I can feel some of you guys are freaking out. Chill. I got you. In the reverse position, you see these swords? They're falling out. They're not digging deeper into you. They're falling out one by one. And what happens when they fall out? This heart can now heal those wounds. So when this pops up, this tells me you are letting go of past pain, past grief. You're letting go of burdens that used to hold you down. And I usually equate these things to relationships because relationships, obviously, they hit our heart very hardly. You know, it's like a Mack truck that just whams into you. If you had somebody that it was a very uh, crazy relationship that affected you deeply, this is telling me you're letting that go and you're healing yourself, profound healing, so that you can begin again and find the right person for you. So Pisces, this is good. If you're currently in a relationship with somebody, this is saying that old quarrels you used to have with this person, you're now letting go of it. You're taking the high road. You're seeing the bigger picture and you're allowing that to heal. So this is very, very powerful, powerful healing, Pisces. And the last card that I pulled for you is the King of Wands reversed. Now, the King of Wands reversed can symbolize, not always, but it can symbolize a kind, warm-hearted man who is very generous. He's very, very sweet. You know, he's my kind of guy. I mean, I love warm-hearted people. Obviously, who doesn't? But this person is very outwardly kind. He knows what he's doing. He's high energy. for men, Pisces men watching, this could be qualities that you are currently embodying. You're being more open and outgoing. But I also want to point out that in the reverse position, this shows a period of where you are maturing as a person, male or female. This is showing somebody who has matured because he's gone through a lot, or he or she has gone through a lot, and because of all the things he's gone through, he's maturing. He's utilizing all this high energy that he has for a higher good. This is also about being lenient towards others and being more understanding. You got to understand, Pisces people, that not everybody moves at your pace of things. Not everybody is at your stage in life. Not everybody has had the same journey. Some people have to learn certain life lessons, or they have to learn things at a different pace, because that's just how their life plan is. Not everybody's circumstances are the same, but in the reverse position, this is showing me that you understand that you are maturing because of that understanding, and you are allowing people to be who they are and move at the speed that they are moving at. But this is a very good card. And if you aren't at this place yet in your life, and if this is not representing an actual male in your life or coming into your life, this is telling you these are the qualities that you should try to embody. You should try to take in the energy of this card. But I have a distinct feeling that this is the direction in which a majority of these Pisces people that are watching are moving in. So congratulations on that. Because, you know, sometimes taking the high road, or taking a road of greater understanding of not only yourself but other people, it can be difficult. Maturing is difficult at times, especially if you're trying to figure things out on your own. Like I always tell everybody, I kind of bloomed late in life, but it was because I kind of had to figure everything out on my own. I've always been on my own, so you know, like I said, nobody goes at their same pace. Now, for your added guidance card, I generally only pick one card, but I had several cards fly out for you guys, and they kept flying out, so I feel like I need to explain each card. So I think there's 4 cards here that we're gonna go over. Yeah, let's start with these 2. The first 2 that popped out were the New Beginning card, which, like I said, is the 10 of Cups. You're going through this new beginning, the excitement of new beginnings and new things, and finding that inner enchantment that's luring you into this change. You need to follow through with this, because this is going to be beneficial to you. Follow through on that. And then these 2 cards came up because I have this very distinct feeling that this new beginning that's coming to you is challenging you and challenging your sense of security and your sense of self. You're very, very, very nervous about this new beginning because you're like, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe you're like, I don't want to get hurt. Maybe I don't want to get hurt, or is this right for me, or am I just like fantasizing this? Is this all made up? And that's again where I said in the beginning of the video, trust comes into play. You need to trust. Just let go of all that thinking. That enchantment is really the whispers of the heart. Okay, but with all of that coming up with these new beginnings, there's fear and there's a need to stop and reflect. Your shadow self is the side of yourself that a lot of people don't like to acknowledge or recognize. It's all the things that generally people don't like about themselves. Like for myself, my shadow side, I would have to say there are times when the energy gets crazy, I myself become a little insecure. I get a little anxious, and I don't like to be around people when I'm anxious because I don't want to be judged. I don't want people to be like, oh God, she's being crazy right now. She's so negative. That to me would be my shadow side. For some, it could be insecurities. Are you going to be good enough? Are you, I'm trying to think, if you have depression, or like I said, you have anxiety, that is your shadow self. So something about this new beginning is bringing forth, it's bringing you face to face with your shadow self, with the things that you see within yourself that you don't necessarily like. And because you're coming to that point and you're getting nervous, you need to stop and reflect upon yourself. You need to remind yourself of the beautiful soul that you are, and that you are doing the best that you can, and that people love you for who you are. You are loved and respected by the universe for who you are, because you were created to be the way you are for a specific reason. So you need to honor yourself. There's nothing wrong with having a shadow side. Everybody has one. It's okay. All right. You just need to understand, respect your shadow side. You need to give it love, because those parts of you are the parts that are hurting and need the love the most. Okay. But don't let it stop you from going on your new beginning, because this is going to be the start of something great for you. Okay, Pisces? We had to cover a lot in that video because so much was just coming out. I was like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to squeeze this into a short video. I try not to make them too long because I don't want people to only watch half of it, and then I don't want to overload you guys with information. But this was stuff that really, really, really needed to come out and be addressed. So I wish you nothing but the best, Pisces. I hope you make out well with that crazy supermoon that's coming November 18th. But until then, please keep me posted on how you make out by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can go ahead and shoot me an email or hit me up on my Facebook page. I will go ahead and put the links in the description box. I am currently building a new website with new packages and things to offer. So if you see something that is not on my website that you would like in terms of service, please feel free to shoot me an email and I'd be glad to help you. Until next time, Pisces, big warm hugs from me to you. Take care. Namaste.